Life at BFL Lims Manhape, Blind Budum featuring the one and only Queen Munahi. Born at a Kokai, Ramoharasa Colossus of Colonesa at high school. Actually, it's secondary high, right? Is it secondary high?
No, senior secondary.
Senior secondary high school. Bona, remember the show singing ngata, mo ile gore re santse re tlo go tlotla le morutabana mo ile gore la go bola ke re kwa gae gore letlha la October ke letlha le le gore re keteka barutabana go teng mo ile gore re ile ra tlhagisa barutabana ba bangwe ba ile gore ba kile ba nna teng ebile ba santse ba le teng mo professioneng ya bone ya borutabana bona gona anong re tlile go amogela mo engwane ke tla tsogile wena moretsi wa ke tla tsogile ke le go rata gore a simolola a iketsise mo morago ga moo then re tla ba re simolola re tsenelela re buisana ka tsa tiro ya gage ya borutabana right le kae ke siame right o ka iketsise ko babogedi
alright, the name is Mr. Mohammed Nakalaji. Murutabana Senior Secondary. I was born and bred in Bloemfontein, attended school in Bloemfontein up to tertiary level.
So, Manama Uma,
you want to mocha?
That's good, so, let's go for o simule o tlhopha profession ya borutabana e ne le ka ngwaga.
When I arrived at tertiary, I did not initially choose education, but I studied a different course.
Okay.
But later on, I discovered the love for teaching. Then, from the course that I studied, I furthered my studies. Then I obtained my postgraduate certificate in education. That's when I began my love for teaching, my passion for teaching, up to this one.
So, giving what make I 5 minutes, education.
I would say counting from 2011.
Okay.
It's 2023, so I think it's about 12 years.
Hey, it's a journey. I'm going to tell you the next. Nabo o le ka mo thutelo borutelo ka mo classroom kwa di institute tse digolo kwa University ya Central University of Technology.
Yes.
Ke eng se le gore se go driver gore each and every day how na le a lesson go tshwana go ye kone gore you know what I have to do this.
Well, I would say that is remembering why I'm there in the first place that kept me going. In the first place, to change the conditions at home and to ensure that I obtain the qualifications that I went there for. And time and again, by those years, a lot of teachers were resigning. So I want to talk about practically time and again. There's a shortage here, there's a shortage there. Kids would go about 3 to 6 months without a teacher being in front of them because there's a shortage of teachers there. So that would make me keep focused on my studies. Okay, one day I want to finish this qualification, then I want to go out there and give back to the community in terms of education.
Gantse re lebeletse mo mafaratlhatlheng fale ra bona gore morutabana o ile gore o ruta ka tsa tourism.
Yes.
A gore rata go le gore tourism is simple jaaka morutabana tourism ke
it's a broad subject. Tourism bohahlaudi ka Sesotho. I wouldn't look at tourism is a broad subject that entails tour, business income, because there are different businesses in the tourism industry, like hotel, transport sector, the attraction activities, so people have to pay there. So it's a private sector kind of a business still that are involved there. And economics is there because other tourists are from outside the country coming here, others are from here to abroad, so exchanging of currencies. So you find that it's a broad subject, but if I have an insight into the working environment, or now into the tourism industry, I find services to the tourism industry, to tourists that are coming in and out, so that they enjoy their stay, because tourism you find that it contributes a lot to the GDP of South Africa, gross domestic product. So yeah, so it entails teaching them about different sectors in the tourism industry: hospitality, transport, attractions.
Bentse re lebeletse bana ba bantsi kwa le wena Meyer ba lebeletse math le science gore ke tsona di-subject tse le gore di ka fa setlhoeng mo e le gore ga ba ka tseya di-subject tse ba tla phumella go pele. How do you feel? How do you change a learner's mentality from being to that state?
Yeah, well, South Africa is a developing country. We do need a lot of engineers, we do need doctors, we do need, but we don't want their science-related subjects, so they are very, very important. Nonetheless, not all the learners are meant to do those subjects.
Yeah.
So we should broaden our horizon, we should broaden our mind, so that we can identify from a young age or this learner can be suited with accounting, can be suited with medicine. Let them go with tourism and consumer. I know that chef, different jobs that are related to the tourism industry. So it's very important what game range as well. So it's very important to identify Manas and because now, if Manas go grade 10 to 12, I should say a wrong stream, you would find that that child is going to be frustrated and force up for IT with maths and science, whereas not suited. But it's not that the jobs are only into those maths and science. Others are graduates, but they are struggling about maths and science. So you find that in our industry, like I said, it's broad and it's growing each year. The graduate tourism attraction state in charm, and in South Africa is diverse. We've got the deserts, we've got beaches, we've got mountains. So tourism is an ongoing process there, and it's growing. It's a growing industry. So as long as we know guide then man and the passion for they are able to further their studies for tertiary, and they are able to succeed in life, even though I should say the stream consumer hospitality and tourism.
Jaaka morutabana a go re raya le babogedi ko gae ke dikgwetlho tse le gore jaaka morutabana le lebagana le tsona ga le ka mo phaposiborutelo.
Challenges.
Yes.
Yeah, no, there's a lot. I must say. Teenage pregnancy is one of them. The system wants you cannot deny a child access to education. The child is pregnant, and there are sicknesses associated with that. And drugs is another problem. Drug abuse in our society. Crystal meth, gangsterism is a huge problem. But join different gangs and balance and those gangs sometimes although we are thankful to community as we are system. Besides for that, our conditions at home from poverty, unemployment, violence, alcoholism, problems and they bring them to school, obviously, those problems. Other children, they come from child-headed families, huge often. So, proper care, so, regarding those challenges, children are unable to focus in class if they are affected by all those things and they affect their academic performance.
Ga o tsole kwa sekolong tla ke re ga o tsole kwa high school, who was the teacher o le gore o na go motivate kana o lebeletse go ene as an icon mo matitšhereng wa sekolo?
That would be Mr. Tebola Sabel.
Oh yeah.
He used to teach me economics back in high school. I attended Bennett High School initially.
Give us the journey of how was school.
Alright. The teacher, I think by that time, I only realized now, because of social media and so on, He was young back then, and such a busy. So he used to motivate us a lot. So the age gap between him and us by that time, related to us. Other teachers never can but once they could not understand the way Banaba behave and so with him he would understand and then guide in the correct way for he was always passionate about education. He ensured that all the time to motivate kids on what are you going to study, what do you need, how can I help you to be able to achieve that. Even last year tertiary, call us into the school and early the principal, Mr. Pizzo back then, or must go and motivate other kids. What is our tertiary? Even Banimba failure, what made them to fail, so that when you grow, you get motivated. Okay, failures are there in life and whatnot. So Mr. Seven was that teacher that used to motivate us, me in particular, so that it's life. From a point of view or beyond that I must further my studies.
Ha re bola morago ganyane na go go le gore ka 2011 o tsena mo lekaleng la education, the first practicals tsa gago ga o tsena ka mo tlelaseng no go ntse jang?
Yeah, no, it was difficult, it was tough because even like practicals mainly because now I was staying in town. So Hotel Tivet College was closer to the Flexible College. So doing practicals at an FET college, I was young, I was around 21 years by that time. So I could teach people who were way older than me. So it was a bit tough. Then afterwards I went to work at a secondary school. So the team crowd, I did not have any beard and whatnot. So the kids were not a young person. So it was not easy. So I had to stand my ground and toughen up so that I can be able to be professional but at the same time not be antagonistic towards the kids.
Relatives, this stigma that used to trend around the years of 2008 that teachers are dating young learners at school. What's your take on that?
It does exist. It does exist a lot. Not only back then, even now. So my take would be that it's challenging. It's challenging to be a young teacher. It's challenging to be an educator in all different aspects. So in certain instances, it was the learners making moves on the teachers, and it would not only be one-sided, that it will only be male educators that are doing that, even female educators. But my take would be that the child, you must see the child as a child. Whether I was one by that time or not, but then you should behave professionally towards the child, no matter or not. Forward that message and whatnot. To social media and whatnot, you should avoid that by any means necessary. It's a form of misconduct, and morally it is wrong for you as an adult to be advancing sexually towards youngsters. They need us motivated. They need to see us as parents, not as their peers. And it is cowardly for you as an adult to making advances to young kids. Whereas they are your own age group that you can advance to.
Media, ako ra bilala fa no fa. Yene ke mafelo mo intong ya rona loe. Ga mo tsena mo lekaleng la education. Ke eng kapa ke tla ke beya. Ke eng e le gore bo ammaru o no bona gore fa no fa ga nka tlhopa lekala le la tourism ke tlo go phumela.
Tourism in particular?
Yes.
Or teaching as a profession?
No, tourism in particular.
Okay, alright. No, when you arrive in tertiary, there will be different advices here and there. So you need to check the subjects too and so on as well. Okay, I've got these subjects. What am I advised to do when I arrive there? So from the orientation, from the prospectus and whatnot, I thought this one relates to me in particular because I enjoy traveling. I enjoy Sarigilumana from a young age. I would watch shows like Otto Billy, reading good travel magazine. So being curious about knowing the whole world. Okay, they've got this and that in this country. If they've got the Eiffel Tower, Paris, they've got what is the Statue of Liberty for America, wanting to explore how those people live, their culture and whatnot. If I study this thing, I will have insight and knowledge. Then at the later stage, I would have that thing to be able to travel, of course, depending on affordability. So wanting to know different places around the world. So I have a passion in that, knowing, curiosity in knowledge through travel.
No stay on one place forever. Whenever it's on the Sunday, the Lepsi Mohara School, Sokolonesa, Atlahan High School, Moilore, Repuisana, teaching as a whole. I would have leverage. Mobile working wins in more medical education. Horele Likitikiwe, Kamoko Likitikiwe, was it fair for you guys?
The way it's celebrated,
Yeah.
in particular in South Africa.
Yeah.
All right. I would feel that there is some form of recognition.
Okay.
In that unions are trying their utmost best. And in particular on the day my union celebrated it, Kodeben, and the minister made an initiative where she was invited, Mrs. Jimosera, and then she attended. She addressed the teachers. We felt important. As you know that teaching is the mother of all professions. So that acknowledgement was important for us. But we still feel that more needs to be done by the government, by private sectors and whatnot, to recognize teaching, to provide support for teachers, for the sector as a whole, because it's very, very important. It molds the kids. So more needs to be done to recognize the teachers. The awards are there, support is provided to a certain extent. So we feel that we should not be confined to that union or that union. The department on its own, it should recognize teachers, it should extend the invitation abroad and ensuring that material was
Se ke lebeletse mo calendareng kwale gore ga le rest kore ga le kwala hela ke festive ya school. Why I'm saying that? It's because ga le recognized enough. Yes, you are recognized, but not enough. That's my own perspective. Kore yo kore gore le go ka dilwa morutabana ke na a ruta ngwana go tshwara pele nna ke le rragwe ke tlo mo tlisa le ele yalo gore ga itse go bala a se taba ke taba ya gagwe gore o dire mmereko mme re le rona la kgaebana ka se modimo a le ekeletse mo malatsing a lona a botshelo re mo magaolakgang a mametriki final examination. Your subject. What is it say for ngwana mo Africa? Mo Africa borwa o tshwanela go se expect on that paper.
It's difficult to predict, but then the subject performs well generally. Another person, not that it's easy, but prepare them very well. So I don't know whether you want me to unpack each topic that might be there, or should I guide the kids?
No, just guide them.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. No, they should ensure that when they write, they answer the whole paper. Do not skip any questions. It's about 3 hours, 200 marks. So ensuring that they answer every question, they take their time. The topics that have been covered: sustainable tourism and responsible tourism, foreign exchange, major topics there: map work and tour planning, heritage tourism, and those are the main topics that have got marks students. So yeah, ensuring that they prepare well, they study well, they follow the guidelines, and the extra work that they have been given, as well as the extra previous question papers, if they can use that, they will be able to make it.
How many distinctions are you expecting? Particularly in your class, how many distinctions?
No, it's always pressure, because
Yes.
whenever you set a standard, you must go above that. I arrived in this book 2021, later into the year, so the kids were without a teacher for quite some time. There was another teacher volunteering, so by the end of the year, the last 3 months, I was expected to pull up the socks of the kids and whatnot, so they achieved only one distinction. So last year, I had to put in more pressure. We obtained about 8 distinctions.
Wow, yeah.
So you know the pressure when you are congratulated to be told that you should go beyond that.
Yes,
You
sir.
should not
Yes,
go
sir.
below that.
Yes, sir.
So I can safely say, put on record that we might exceed 12 distinctions this year.
Senior secondary high school. Bona, ntate Lebse, re tsena mo setlheng sa rona se re se bitsang hot seat questions. Hot seat questions, ke mo le gore jaanong re bua ka Lebse ya go. Re bua ka Lebse wa lesela ke. Bona, like a given lives man gape like to mo the one and only Queen Monahing. Bona re sentse re ntse le ntate Lebse mo sekolong sa gatlhega. Bona, re tsena kae. You know I love this part of this show. This is the one sector that I love so much. Don't forget that you can follow us on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube. Bona, it's always live at BFX or Greanas. Bona, welcome to Hot Seat Questions. Hot Seat question number 1. Ndate Lex, what's the most embarrassing moment that you've ever heard in your profession?
My profession. It would be. No, I used to be an English teacher, or I used to have English as one of my subjects.
Yeah.
So the embarrassing part would be me being part of the act Romeo and Juliet.
Okay.
And in that, learners were acting, so I had to be part of that. So voice actors could not act the part.
Okay.
So I had to show him in particular how to act with passion. The learner not realizing that it would be wrong of her advanced a kiss towards me. It was part of the script.
Oh yeah.
So I kind of like freezed for a minute, not knowing how to react to the learner.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the show was acted live at an assembly point. So you can imagine that. Educators are there, learners are there.
But did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I enjoyed the show, of course, but now, that part in particular, it was like now, during rehearsals, that was we were rehearsing, but now, the learner, NASA realized, yeah, it was an embarrassment from my part.
Sure.
Just a 2-minute embarrassment.
I'm going to second question. In your profession, what is that you think that you can bring as a change? Africa.
Yeah, no, the change, I would say the encouragement towards the learners, not giving up on their dreams, not being distracted. So the change would be the motivation on a continuous basis to ensure that our kids are dropping out, they don't see the value of education. So continuously encouraging them to stay at school, guiding them on the type of work or subject that they should do, and ensuring that the education sector becomes more broad and not focusing on only certain streams and certain subjects, ensuring that it becomes broad so that kids stay in school up until they finish matric, and the matric should be a matric with content.
Yeah. Third question. If it happens that you are given an opportunity to choose one of these two above positions, MEC of Education or Principal of Atlanta Senior Secondary.
My boss would think that I'm targeting. Let me rather go with the first option.
Okay.
Yes, I was involved in politics a lot during my tertiary years. I became SRC member twice. I led a student organization called SASPO up to provincial level. So, yeah, I would say that being MEC of Education would do for me. I'm really suited for that position.
Last question. How many years do you prefer staying in the education sector?
Yeah, it goes with passion. The profession is not easy if you are going in it and taking it as just a career or a job to be paid for. It's a passion. So sometimes you could find that other people say, no, I want to go to the office and work there, I'm tired of the kids and whatnot. So the passion and love for the kids at the end of the day, you only have that you should be in the classroom. So I would say that I would still be comfortable, even though I've been here for 12 years, another 10 years I would do in the classroom. I enjoy speaking to the kids, I enjoy teaching, I enjoy being in front of them. Even tomorrow for the prize giving ceremony at school, they had to include me. I avoided being on the program. Always the program for farewell, program for this and that. So, but nonetheless, they said, you are good for that. So we know that you do a good job there. So, yeah, I would say another 10 years, I still wouldn't mind still being in the profession. In whatever level, it doesn't matter.
Word of motivation to South African teachers.
Yeah, no. How would I motivate them? I know that they are self-motivated because they've got the love for the profession. But I would say that they must keep going hard, ensure that they study further. A teacher is a long life learner, and we live in a diverse society, so ensuring that you acquire new skills, you acclimatize yourself with how things are done abroad, with the first world countries, and bringing them here, the skills, bringing them here, transforming the education sector requires us to be researchers. Once we are able to research and bring new ideas, we will be able to bring life to the children, bringing life to the education sector. That education will transform our country. It will transform our country economically, socially, and ensuring that we get the utmost benefit out of the investment of education. Because education is an investment into the future. It's the key to success, the key to changing the world. So they should keep on keeping on and do not be demotivated. Let us keep on motivating the kids back into the right path. Yeah.
You said gore ka moso ke prize giving mo school. You have a class again.
Yes.
Specifically for a class ya. Go na le award e bidiwang the best performing learner.
Yes.
Mo di prize giving tsa tla.
Yes.
Ana o nagana gore award ewa e tlo go tswa ka mo classeng ya.
And unfortunately, I'm part of the organizing committee for the awards, but the learner is not from my class in particular, but from the science department.
Oh,
Yes, the boy is very brilliant. He He's also the RCL president. So
Okay.
a disciplined learner. He's quite good in different aspects.
Bana ba e leng gore ba batla go followa education as a career, word of motivation go bona.
Okay. Yeah, no. It should be a calling from the heart. They should not do it because there are no other jobs in other careers. Because if you come already thinking that it's just a job, it would mean that you will get bored of it in no time. You're gonna go to the work angry, and when the bell rings, it's 2:30, you wanna see yourself out of the schoolyard. But if you have passion for it, you will host extra classes for those kids that are struggling. You will be able to be involved in extramural activities, soccer, basketball, chess, and whatnot. So you should have the passion for it. But we still need educators, we still need researchers, we still need people who they will take the profession seriously. They will contribute towards the education sector. So I would motivate them, or they should join the profession, they should love the profession, they should love working with kids, love going an extra mile, even without the boss or the principal looking over your shoulder. You should be able to do it from the heart, from the bottom of your heart. So we still need them.
Ra lebogara ke tswa mo go nna question o bona tourism attraction ya Bloemfontein le ka ona.
We are lacking in that department.
Oh, yeah.
We are lacking a lot in that department. We are now collapsing. Makufe for the first time this year, it's no longer there.
But we had Limo Fest. We had Limo Fest.
Yeah, but it should have been an addition to what we are having. Also, we don't have a lot of attractions. Even our airport is not that busy. So I think government working together with the private sector can do a lot in ensuring that we awaken that industry, create a miracle, bring a lot of events here. I mean, Bloemfontein is one of the 8 metropolitan cities, but if you compare it to Joburg, Durban, Cape Town, we don't even have an ICC arena. We struggle when we host big events. So we should ensure that we invest a lot in the tourism industry. In Maragwe, Mexico, there's a lot of passion for that. And even on weekends when people do not know where to go around, there are limited spaces where people can go. So if you can just put more focus into that, we can be able to ignite that industry.
O bona moruo wa Bloemfontein o ntse jang?
It's coming along somehow when we combine it with the traffic that is there. But the economy, we can do a lot in terms of the economy. And the current movement is not doing a lot. There are a lot of people that are employed out there. And there are a lot of opportunities that can be explored out there.
Nya, re lebogile thata ke Rich.
Danko so much.
Live in Bloemfontein ke mosime gape Blind Food featuring the one and only bona ne ke le ko sekolong sa Atlehang. Ba re ne le Teachers College.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yes, and then when university started, when the profession started to have degrees, like so they had to close this Teachers College in 1999. That's why the school was started in the year 2000.
Okay.
It was a breakaway from European secondary school.
Okay.
So they started with grade 12 and 11. Then Babatsinya grade 3. That's why it's called senior secondary. Because for a couple of years, nearly only grade 10 to 12.
Hi, re utlwile ka Atlehang. A go bolelle ge gore mana ha re tswella re dumisa ba bogedi kwa gae. This generation, the millenniums, I'll say the millenniums, 2000. Hi. Do you think gore bana ba tla kgona go tshwara bofelo?
It's a difficult one, that one. The difficult one, because now the social media and a lot of things are clouding their minds now. They think life this thing of being on a fast track, smoking, hardly smoking drugs and whatnot. So we need to put them on the right track to ensure that but focus on education, but focus on morality. We need moral regeneration. Bana ba itse gore le rona ga re ya re succeed because le rena le that respect for the elders, respect for life, respect for education. So if we can work on that, yeah, I think in the future we might find leaders out of them. Because if you check bana bao ke bona around go to 2016, 17 that fought for the free education that we are having now. Of course, we used to fight it when we were in tertiary, but the ultimate one that we received in 2017 when it was announced came at 2K by the that did that. Okay, we've heard the stories of what has been done, the transformation, but now we need more to be done. So yeah, I think the leaders are still there, but we just need to mold them to know that the country is important and they should do it for the country.
O tla mo le kae after the exam o tshwarela kae Wala mo rin sa mente re tsentse re le gone mo a tla high school mo le gore ne re tlo go le tate lesson re mo ra re rona re la PPF ne re masego le matlhogonolo go department tsa rona tsa education le dira a huge difference mo matshelong a bana ba Afrika Borwa pele ya pele modimo a le sireletse modimo ke mo ra itebogela go tsa go nna don't forget gore ka gona go tshwara Monday to Friday ko Radio Bloom ka kamoso tota 9 to 12 o ska le bala gore le gore o re follow kwa ba Facebook it's live BFN with Blight Buduma kwa le kwa YouTube it's live at BFN_media podcast show go tsa go rona re we are